Important things like healthcare, education, and roads that help families need money, and that money often comes from corporate taxes. When companies pay taxes, it helps pay for these things. So, corporate tax rates affect how much money is available for stuff like doctor visits, schools, and roads. This means that changes in corporate taxes can make a big difference in how families live and what they can afford. Tax fairness, Buffett versus corporations. How do big companies' tax rates compare to what regular families pay? Well, it's pretty different. While many families pay their taxes as they should, some of the biggest companies find ways to pay very little or even nothing at all. Take Amazon, for example. It's a huge online store that makes tons of money. But in 2018 and 2019, they managed to avoid paying any federal income tax. That means they didn't contribute anything to the government's budget. And Amazon isn't the only one. Lots of other big companies like Netflix and FedEx also pay very little tax compared to the money they make. On the other hand, there's Berkshire Hathaway, led by Warren Buffett. Unlike those other companies, Berkshire doesn't try to dodge taxes. They willingly pay a federal tax rate of 21% on their profits from investments like Apple. This big difference in tax payments raises some important questions. Why should regular families have to pay a big chunk of taxes while these big companies get away with paying so little? Buffett thinks it's only fair if all companies pay their share of taxes. If all the top companies followed Berkshire's example and paid their fair share, it could mean less pressure on regular people when it comes to paying taxes. According to Warren Buffett, the average family will not need to pay any taxes. But tax rules can change, like the recent tax cuts during Trump's time as president. While they might have seemed good at first, they could cause problems later. Let's break down the tax cuts. Did it really help the average family? First, Trump's tax cuts, experts say, the top 1% got about 20% of all the tax cut benefits. What about Make America Great Again? The Congressional Research Service found that it didn't boost the economy or paychecks much. Now, have you wondered why we have bad roads and things like that? Since there wasn't as much money coming in from corporate taxes, the government couldn't spend as much on things like fixing roads or investment in new projects to better serve the public. We have less help for people that need it most. With less money coming in from corporate taxes, the government had to cut back on programs that help people in need, like food aid and housing help. So, for Buffett, fair taxes aren't just about money, they're about fairness and doing what's right. He believes that companies should do their part by paying their fair share of taxes to help everyone out. It's not just a responsibility, it's an important part of making sure our economy stays strong and fair for all. In the end, how much companies pay in taxes really matters for regular families like yours. When big companies pay their share, it helps make things fair for everyone. It means there's enough money for important stuff like schools and healthcare. So, when it's time to vote, remember, your choice can make a big difference in how things work for all of us. Voting isn't just a right, it's your chance to shape a better future for yourself and your family.
Support the channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share.